Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Pies here with a face shave. I've already got the PAA cube on my face, and today we'll be using the First Line Shaving Razor Ruby Undead. And I've got it lathered up in my Captain's Choice copper bowl with my brush. That's a AP Shave Co. brass with a 26 millimeter badger knot. It's called the Typhoon knot by Pelagic, which is run by Cullen. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of him. I'll link his Etsy down in the description. I'll link pretty much most of the things, if not everything, that you can still get in the description. So if you're curious about where to get it or how much it is, if I don't say it, then it'll be in the description. And then the razor I'll be using is the Above the Tie mixed metal. Now this is currently not being made. The handle is copper above the tie barber pole, and it's just gorgeous. And I've got the CH1, which is their heavy or aggressive base plate, and it's just beautiful. I mean, look at that. The contrast between the stainless steel top cap that's polished and then the polished coppers is beautiful in my opinion. It's probably one of my best looking razors that I've got. And in it, I've got a second use Rapira Luxe Platinum. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and lather this up. I've got a great lather here. So I've used this brush before, and it had a AP Shave Co. One of the cashmere, I forget what it's called, but it was 28 millimeters, and I love the knot, but I guess I used too much or too hot of water, and the knot fell off when I was drying it. So, which is disappointing because I like that knot, but you know, when you use silicone, which I think is what was used, that's a risk. I use epoxy when I set knots, but again, that has its own downsides too, because if you don't like the loft that you set it at or the knot, then the only way to take it out is to cut the knot out and drill it out with a Dremel. And the knot was good. The knot that was in there was good, but I actually really like this knot from Cullen. All right, first pass with the Above the Tie mixed metal, copper, stainless steel, and Rapira. Second use. Oh yeah, that's super smooth. So, to finish what I was saying about the knot, I really like this knot. It's got very nice face feel. It's slightly gelled to make the tips softer, but has a great backbone too. It's excellent for bowl lathering like I do. And also very good for face lathering. It's just a great all-around knot, and I've been using it most days for the past week or so, ever since I've put it in this handle. I was saving it to put it in my copper handle that I've got coming in, but that won't be here for a while. Alright, so this razor is super smooth. It's the heavy plate, the CH1 plate, is just enough blade feel. It's perfect for me. I have the CR, which is the regular non-aggressive. It's like their middle level. Above the Tie used to do the I think it was CM for mild, CR for regular, and then CH for heavy. So the H, I've used the regular many times, and I like it, but it just doesn't have a lot of blade feel for me. So so this heavy one is perfect, sweet spot for me. Now it took me a while to find the CH1 base plate because they don't make them anymore. But if you go on the Above the Tie website, they have the mixed metal option, and you can get the CR1 and I believe the CM1 option base plate, but you cannot get the CH1. And I looked on all the forums. I posted in there multiple times, and I posted on Facebook and everywhere. And I got one guy that reached out to me saying that he had it, and he was weird. He was like, well, not weird, but he was kind of aloof about selling it. He reached out to me saying he wanted this. He thought about selling it, and then I asked him how much he wanted, and he said, well, I never thought about that, and I may not really want to sell it, so you just throw me an offer. So I threw him an offer, and he said, nah, this used to cost like $80 for the base plate when it came out. And he said he'll just keep them, like, whatever. Don't message me if you're not going to really want to sell it. So, anyway, long story short, I reached out to Above the Tie again about one of these because they told me that they had one, but it's from their scratch and dent thing, and they sent me pictures, and it was okay. I mean, you can see, like, if you have to look really closely, and you can see imperfections, but if you're just looking at it, it looks perfect. If you look really closely, you can see imperfections, so that's not a big deal. And I got it for about $29 with discount and scratch and dent sale and all that, like multiple discounts. They gave me a really good deal. So I got really lucky. Because this was the last one that they had. And I contemplated even getting this because I did like the mild one. I mean the regular one. So I didn't really need this. But we don't really need most of the stuff we've got. And while I like the regular level one, there's something about having blade feel for me where I just get better shaves. I don't know if I just pressed a little bit harder, even if it's very, very little compared to more aggressive razors. If I press a little bit more with mild razors, it leads to irritations or possibly nicks, which you don't want, right? So I'm one of those shavers that likes a more efficient or more aggressive, whatever you want to say, razor to use a light touch. And that works out perfect for me versus some guys like a milder razor. That way they have more freedom to kind of push down a little bit more, and that works out best for them. And that's fine, whatever works for you. But I can tell you right now, this base plate is even better for me than the CR1 was. And the one, so the C stands for copper, the MR or H stands for medium or heavy, and then the 1 for above the tie either means close comb or it would be a 2, it would be open comb if they had that, which in their stainless steel, and I think their aluminum options they do. Haven't really talked about the scent much, and it's probably for a good reason because I love this scent. It's very complex, and I'm not a very good descriptor or describer or talker of scents, because this is very, to my nose. I mean, again, I'm pretty much a simpleton when it comes to scent description. So this is pretty complex. It is cologne. Again, using my word cologne. Very cologne type. Very masculine. Some would say sexy if you want to use that word. And I love it. My wife really, really likes it. I ended up just getting the trifecta, so I have the splash, which has a really cool color to the bottle. And then I got the EDP or EDT. I don't even know the difference. EDP apparently for this one right here. And the design was done by Chicano Designs, and I think the design's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up. Go against the grain. So today, after I finish this, I'm gonna go to my workplace. Even though I'm off today, I'm gonna go get some blood work done. Wow, this is smooth even against the grain. I wouldn't call it menacing, even though it's their aggressive offering for their copper. It's still probably close to the higher end of medium for me, but I'm also used to a lot more aggressive razors. This hits the sweet spot of efficiency and blade feel and smoothness. Going back to the soap and the aftershave from First Line Shaving, it was a limited run. I don't know if they have any more in stock. The performance is always, always awesome. With First Line Shaving, as you can tell, I'm doing basically a whole pass against the grain on residuals. I'm gonna fill around, make sure that there's nothing left, and there isn't. Alright, I'm going to finish rinsing off and I'll be back with the post. Alright, and I'm back. So after the shave I rinsed off, I put the Allen block on to see if I had any stinging. I had no stinging whatsoever, so it was a smooth shave. And then I'll finish up with the Razor Ruby aftershave splash. Very nice. Such a nice, clean, masculine scent. It's super complex to my nose, so again, go look at the description. If it's available, I recommend you check it out if you like a cologne type scent that's masculine. I'll link it below. I'll link their website below if it's available, or if it's not, you can just check out their website. But I'm gonna wrap this up. We used the Above the Time mixed metal copper, gorgeous razor, and it is in the CH1 base plate, so it's their highest level aggression, and it had a second use Rapira Platinum Luxe, and then the soap was the Razor Ruby Undead with the matching splash, and I'll use the EDP later. And we leathered that in our copper Captain Choice bowl with our AP Shave Co. brass with a 26mm Typhoon Badger by Cullen. And again, I'll link his Etsy down in the description. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and see you next time.